In the headlines tonight, 4 people are dead and 6 others injured after Cuban officials say a U.S. registered speedboat opened fire on a Cuban vessel off the island nation's coast. Now, top U.S. officials are demanding answers. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has more.
A shootout on open sea. Highly unusual, say U.S. officials, and now under investigation. This morning, off the island's coast, Cuba says 4 people were killed and 6 injured aboard a Florida-registered speedboat.
It's not something that happens every day. It's something, frankly, that hasn't happened with Cuba in a very long time.
Cuban officials claim the speedboat violated territorial waters by approaching within 1 nautical mile of the Pino Channel, north of Corralillo, known for its proximity to Florida's southern tip. A Cuban border guard patrol boat claims they approached the speedboat to identify who was on board, but the crew of the speedboat opened fire, wounding the Cuban commander. The Cuban troops saying they returned fire, killing 4 on board. Secretary of State Marco Rubio demanding answers.
We obviously want to have access to these people if they are American citizens or U.S. residents. But I'm not going to speculate now.
Tonight, Cuba's government saying those on board were Cubans living in the U.S. trying to carry out an infiltration for terrorist purposes. The New York Times reporting the speedboat was trying to get relatives out of Cuba.
For decades, there's been a very lucrative business using high-speed boats to pull Cuban citizens out of Cuba and get them to Florida. That may be what we're seeing here.
The boat involved in the shooting was registered to a 65-year-old man born in Cuba but living in Miami, according to multiple law enforcement officials. The timing of this incident critical as Cuba is in the middle of an energy crisis amid a U.S. blockade on oil shipments, with tensions soaring after the U.S. seized Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, Cuba's main energy ally.
As we gather more information, then we'll be prepared to respond accordingly.
Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.